kind of songs you're supposed to be singing, Blake. Instead of them pop songs your girlfriend's taking for you from your eye.
Management of Lernerville Speedway hopes you enjoy yourself at tonight's events. We do regard our racing to be family entertainment and encourage you to bring the entire family. Thank you for your attendance tonight. Please, by all means, let us know if there's absolutely anything we can do to make your evening any more enjoyable. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we do the invocation, followed by the national anthem. With tonight's invocation, Pastor Bill Beck.
Greetings to Lernerville Speedway. We're so grateful that we can be here tonight to see another night of racing. I talked to Dow and I was reminded that this is Mother's Day weekend. I don't know if I'll talk to all you guys and all you people again, but I want you to realize how important it is for mothers and what we need to give them this weekend. We need to give them our undivided attention. If you have a mom in your sight, I want you to just look over at them tonight as we pray together, ask God's blessing to be on them. If you've lost your mother, you know how important it is to have one. None of us would be here tonight because of a race car, but each one of us is here tonight because we had a mother who thought enough to give us birth into this world we're in. Let's bow our heads and ask God to grace us in this Mother's Day weekend. Father, we just thank you that you're such a good God, that you figured out a long time ago that mothers were very important. Father, I'm asking you tonight that if we've lost a mother or if we have a mother, Father God, that you would just bless the ones that are here. Let us remember what the ones have done for us, that have passed before us. And Father, that we would go and reach out to somebody that is somebody's mom this weekend. Treat them with the specialness that they deserve. And we'll give you glory for this. And thank you for another night of racing and safety at this track. In Jesus' name, amen.
So proudly we hailed at this twilight's last gleaming, with God's bright and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Qualifying heats on a Fab4 Friday night. The Ron Cochran GMC pacing the field. J.R. McGinley from Fairmont City, the Rankin & Sons Excavating 66 on the pole, flanked by Mike Turner out of Butler, and the Murdoch Auto Parts Manos Welding number 96. Row 2 inside. In Vandergrift, your dirt modified sponsors as the green waves, and off we go. Lots of traction out there tonight. J.R. McGinley from the pole, your leader. Swartzlander, last week's feature winner, quickly to second. Bolin is third. Dean Pearson fourth. They're slinging mud off of turn number 4 down low. Brian Swartzlander wills the McCutcheon Enterprises 83 into the lead. Dean Pearson in the 8J will follow him to second in the family tradition Allegheny Crane entry. Rankin, or should say, McGinley gets high in the 66. Bolin moves to third in the Northland Ford 777. And then it's Phil Evans Jr. in the Pittsburgh Machine Service. Smith Oil 38 now up to fourth. McGinley is fifth and Murdoch is sixth. hasn't slowed down since he left town last Friday night with a checkered flag. Brian Schwartzlander, your defending champion of Leechburg, brings the McCutcheon Enterprises Precision Race Products 83 to the halfway mark with the lead. Pearson second, Bullenstiel third, Evans is fourth, McGinley fifth, then it's Murdoch and Rouget. Phil Evans Jr. continues to pressure Kevin Bullen for third. 2 laps to go for race leader Brian Schwartzlander. Dean Pearson, Kevin Bullen, Phil Evans, McGinley fifth, Davey Murdoch a close sixth. Top 6 go into the pill draw for starting spots 1 through 12. Dave Regis throwing a lot of blue smoke ahead of your race leader. Schwartzlander able to lap him coming off of turn 4 as he takes the white flag. We got a wreck. Up in turn 3. Schwartzlander so fast to win last week. Leading here in this one tonight. Dean Pearson second, Davey Murdoch under Kevin Bullen. That race for third down the back chute. It'll be Murdoch into third. Bullen drops to fourth. McGinley is fifth. Rouget moves to sixth. Here they come for the checkered flag. It's Schwartzlander, Pearson, Murdoch, McGinley, Bullen, and Rouget, your top 6. So Del Rouget Jr., the points leader, looked like he was going to be on the outside looking in. He was running in the 7th spot with Phil Evans Jr. 8F, Doug Flieger from Butler. Another Butler driver, Steve Fetter in the 45. Your Racers bonus bucks contestant tonight from Mars, the 28 of Tom Winkle. Out of Hubbard, Ohio in the 31, Jim Weller Jr. The ageless wonder, Carl Murdoch from Butler in car number 6, 49 years behind the Steve Fetter is your leader in the 45. Jim Weller Jr. moves to second. Tommy Winkle powers to third. As they slip and slide, dip and dive off of turn number 4 and into 1. It's still Fetter in front. Last year's Rookie of the Year. Weller and Winkle trying to track him down. Carl Murdoch wheels the 6 to 4th. Shingeldecker in the 37 is 5th. The battle for 6 belongs right now to the 2 of Mark Flick. Tommy Winkle turns up the pressure on race leader Steve Fetter down the back chute. Fetter came right down across the racetrack. A great job by Winkle to avoid what looked like was going to be a serious situation. 3 laps in. Fetter's lead shrinks again. Winkle will try the low side again down the back chute. And he will slide into the lead on the inside of turn 3. Contact now. Fetter gets turned. Weller with nowhere to go and a hard hit from Jeremiah Shingeldecker. Carl Murdoch's caught up in it as well. Parts World of Outlaw Sprints. Advance tickets are also on sale for the 2nd annual Firecracker 100 presented by GautoRace.com. That's the World of Outlaw late models. That will pay $40,000 to win. That's June 27th and 28th. You can also get reserved seats for the Don Martin Memorial Cleveland Brothers Cat Silver Cup 17 on Tuesday, July 15th. Will also pay $40,000. And maybe Mom would like a new Lernerville t-shirt featuring the 40th anniversary logo. Too early. The starting box is between those 2 cones on the inside of turn 4. The starting box is between the 2 cones over there in turn 4. Winkle 28, Flick in the 2, 29 Crummert, 29 E. Eric Martin, 8 Doug Flieger, 31 Jim Weller, and the 6 of Carl Murdoch. Winkle goes again too soon. It is between those cones,
Same thing, guys. Same thing. Let's do it. Lights out. We're going this time. 28. Get it between the cones. Last chance.
Last chance, Tom Winkle being told.
There we go.
He's on the gas and the green is out. He's still your leader. Mark Flick follows off at turn 2 and second. Garrett Crummert running a small block is third. Jim Weller Jr. in the 31 is back into fourth. Eric Martin and Carl Murdoch are next. Then Doug Flieger in the 8. We're halfway, 4 laps to go. Jim Weller Jr. in the 31 moves quickly into third. Garrett Crummert tries to pass him back on the back chute. Winkle leads. Flick is second. Crummert third. Weller fourth. Martin fifth. Murdoch is sixth right now. Somebody developed a wicked miss, it sounded like it, in turn 3 or 4, but they're all still running strong. Coming to the white flag, the Bear Run Enterprises. 28's Tommy Winkle, the AGX Bear Run Enterprises Heinz starters. Bicknell Chassis, your leader. Mark Flick not far behind in the Townsend Gas and Oil Tri-County Homes number 2. Checkered flag waving for Tom Winkle. Flick gets second. Garrett Crummert third. Jim Weller Jr. fourth. And Carl Murdoch will take fifth over Eric Martin. The man from Mars, one of the men from Mars that race here at Lernerville, Tom Winkle gets the win. Mark Flick second.
He's in the pits. Schaefer and Smith coming off turn number 4 for 8 laps. And it's Schaefer with the advantage off 2 down the back straight. Here comes Mark Smith, the Apollo Rocket Ed Lynch Jr. Smith and Schaefer side by side. Smith with the advantage at the stripe. Schaefer second, Lynch is third. Holden fourth, fifth. There's the Boxville Bullet. Carl Bowser, 1 down, 7 laps to go. As Mark Smith out of Tower City, PA, starts to put some real estate between he and cool Kevin Schaefer. Ed Lynch taking a peek to the inside off turn 2. Schaefer shuts the doors. They race down the back straight. We'll have 3 in the books. We got 5 to go. Oh, almost a miss. Carl Bowser high and wide as Charlie Holman has problems coming down the back straight. That's going to bring out the caution. Not sure what happened with Martha Downes is number 15, but Charlie. And it's Mark Smith with the advantage. Off 2, here comes the Apollo Rocket Ed Lynch Jr. to the inside of Schaefer. He's going to take the spot away from Schaefer as they come off 4. 4 down, 4 to go. It's Smith, Lynch, Schaefer, George, and the 3B of Scott Bunnell. Smith lap logs number 5. Lynch is still second. Schaefer, George, Bunnell. George now taking a peek to the inside of Schaefer. Schaefer holds him off 2 down the back straight. This time around, your leader's going to see the cross flags. We got 6 in the books. We got 2 to go. It's Smith, Lynch, Schaefer, Hot Rod George, and the 3B of Scott Bunnell. Battle right now for the 3rd spot. George not giving up on Schaefer. Your leader's got 1 more trip around the track. Here's the battle coming off turn number 4. See if Schaefer can hold on. Smith down the back straight all by himself. The Apollo Rocket, Ed Lynch Jr. is going to bring it home second. Cool Kevin Schaefer is third. 4th is George. 5th Bunnell. 6th is Lee Stark out of Sydney, Ohio. And the Bogsville Bullet, Carl Bowser, comes home 7th. Well, Rod George able to get into the top 4 with 3 heats. Need to be in the top 4 to redraw since he... Next time around the track, we are going to go green. That's what Donnie Gallagher is showing the field as he turns off the lights on the racetrack. Hey! And it's Holtzgraber with the big cars, he likes to call her. He's going to lead the field down the back straight into 3 and 4. Kaminsky running second. Jones is third. And Felmley up to 4th. Felmley to the inside of Jones. He's going to take the number 3 spot away down the back straight into 3 and 4. He is now working on Kaminsky as they come off turn number 4. Danny Holtzgraber on a mission as the 16 of Gary Rankin retires off turn 3 to the pits. Rankin to the pits. 3 laps down, 5 laps to go. Danny Holtzgraber with a full straightaway lead over the AK of Mike Kaminsky. Felmy started last. He's up to third, but he's got his hands full of Kaminsky as they head through 3 and 4. He's going to have him at the stripe. Felmy up to second. Kaminsky back to third. Jones is fourth. Fifth is Ellenberger. And Shetler is sixth. Three wide down the front straight. Here's your leader. He's got plenty of room. He's got 6 down, 2 to go. It's Holtgraver, it's Felmy. Here comes Jones, Ellenberger, Kaminsky, and Shetler. Your leader with over a straightaway lead. The youngster out of Pittsburgh, Danny Holtgraver, 1 lap to go as he heads down the back straight into 3 and 4. Whoa, he got crossed up almost disastrous, but he's going to pick up the checkered flag. Danny Holtgraver out of Pittsburgh. Coming home second, the 6F of Bob Felmy in the Kawasaki entry. Third from Tower City, PA, Bill Jones Jr. Full truck and trailer sprint car heat race 3 of 3. And it's Priester to the high side of Mattis. He's going to take the advantage down the back straight into 3 and 4. Mattis is second. Spithaler is third. Fourth is Rankin. Fifth is Bowser. Here it comes. All-star defending champion Greg Wilson in the 20W. Up to fourth. Priester putting some real estate as Mattis and Spithaler race behind him off turn 4. Spithaler with the advantage at the stripe. He'll have the number 2 spot as they head down into turns number 1 and 2. Mattis back to third. Wilson on a mission. He's up to fourth. 3 down, 5 to go for Reimersburg. Scott Priester. Priester already going to deal some lap traffic. That's Lindsay Esco. He'll meet up with her through 3 and 4. That's going to let Spithaler catch up a little bit as they come by the start-finish. 4 down, 4 to go for Reimersburg. Scott Priester, Wilson up to third. Mattis back to fourth. At the stripe, it's Priester, Spithaler, Wilson, Mattis, and the 59 of Terry Bowser. Your leader's going to be showing the 2 flags. He's dealing with lap traffic off 4. 6 down, 2 to go for Priester. It's still Spithaler second, Wilson third. Fourth is Mattis. And fifth, coming off turn 4, Terry Bowser in the 59. Your leader dealing with lap traffic. That's Bill Kiley in the 4K. Spithaler right on his rear bumper with 1 lap to go. Spithaler now getting tied up behind Kiley. And that's going to let Priester bring it off number 4 for the checkered flag. It's Reimersburg, Priester, Evans Cities. Spithaler is second. Wilson is third. Spithaler blowing smoke after the end of the race. Fourth is Brent Mattis. Fifth will be Terry Bowser.
So the heat races are done for the Texas Randy Motors entry of Danny Swartzlander from Freeport. Scheduled to start 6th from Slippery Rock and the Highland Tire, Blackburn, Pfeiffer's Equipment, Bachman Trucking 1G. That is Dave Murdoch. In the 5E here for the first time this year. From Frostburg, Maryland, and the TC race car Pecos out for the first time in the 72B out of Leechburg on the pole. Green is out. He's got John Flinner to his outside as they thunder into turn number 1. Flinner on the gas, and he'll lead him down the back straight. Barbara second. Kopika's third. Swartzlander to fourth. Off of 4. Flinner having to roll it out a bit. And Barbara catches him in a hurry as they head into turn number 1. Off at 2, Flinner by car length, Barber second. Dangerous Danny Swartzlander has pedaled to number 3 to third. Kopikis is fourth off of 4. Barbara trying to get alongside of Flinner. And to 1. Flinter still your leader. Barber second. Swartzlander third. Davey Murdoch fourth. And Chuck Kleiss in the 5 almost spins the car. He gathers it back up. Barber now catches the cushion. There goes the right front fender of the 17. Inside of the groove, the green stays out. Danny Swartzlander now has caught Keith Barber in the race for second down the backstretch. Swartzlander to the inside of Barber as they slide into 3. Flinter still your leader at the halfway mark. Barber is second, Swartzlander third, Murdoch fourth, Kerpakis fifth, and John Garvin Jr., Chuck Kennedy, Todd Bachman, and Chuck Kleiss. The John's towing. Flinter signs and decals. River Salvage 48 of John Flinter still your leader. 3 laps to go. Davey Murdoch now trying to draw a beat on the second and third place cars. The Piper Farm Equipment, Bachman Trucking. 1J has closed in on the front 3. 2 to go. 2 laps remaining. Garvin Jr. is 5th at Copperhead. And Kennedy is 6th. Down the back straight into 3 and 4 coming for the white flag. John Flinter. 1 lap from the checkered flag. Keith Barber put a lot of pressure on early. Flinter now trying to lap the 7X of Herman Bertolini down the back straightaway, and will do so as they race into 3. John Flinter will go wire to wire to pick up the win in the 48. Keith Barber is second, Danny Swartzlander third, Dave Murdoch fourth, John Garvin Jr. fifth, Chuck Kennedy sixth. Chuck Kennedy in the 6A gets 6. John Garvin Jr., the J4 fifth. 4th into the pill draw, the 1J of Davey Murdoch. 3, Danny Swartzlander. Heat race number 2 for your Friedman Fresh Markets. UMP Super Late Models from Imperial, the wrestling coach Mike Johnson in the 2J. Out of Greensburg in the 28, Clayton Copeman. Also onto the racetrack in the 10 from Hyde Park, Gary Lyle. Out for the first time this year, the 111 from Late Models. 8 laps the distance. Is out. It's Clayton Copeman off the top shelf in the lead. The team cars, Laraway and Stow running 4th and 5th. Johnson sails up the banking in second. Gary Lau ducks underneath. Mike second now. Dane Laraway close 4th, and Sammy Stow runs 5th. Johnson again going up the racetrack, having a hard time getting that car to turn. And here comes Dutch Davies. And they left the barn door open on the inside, and the Duster then drove through. He's to 4th now. Sammy Stow 5th. Jared Miley is 6th in the H1. Big lead for Clay Copeman. Three laps down. Lau second. Laraway still third, Davies fourth, Stow is 5th, Miley 6th. Johnson again having problems. He'll shut her down. The Chem Oil 2J looks like it's headed for the pits at the halfway mark. Mike Johnson heading pit side. Dutch Davies now underneath Dean Laraway in the race for third, but Laraway holds them off coming off of turn 4 in the Elite Custom Trucks. Geiger Plumbing 1. Off of 2, the Three Rivers Trucking 40 of Dutch Davies pulls alongside, and he'll make the pass of Laraway into 3 for third. Laraway now pushes up the racetrack. Stow goes by, Miley goes by. Clay Copeman having his best Lernerville run here. Takes the white flag. We have got 1 lap to go. The letters by Brunel, Townsend Gas and Oil Rocket howling down the back chute one more time. Into 3 and 4 out of Greensburg. Clay Copeman picks up the win. Gary Lau second. Dutch Davies third. Sammy Stow gets 4th with Jared Miley 5th. Dean Laraway will get 6th, then Jim Detman and Doug Peterman. I believe that's his first checkered flag here at Lernerville out of Greensburg. He's a second-generation driver, Clay Copeman. The letters by Brunel, Townsend Gas, and the lineup goes like this. The Alternamats 21 of Matt Lux from Franklin, flanked by last week's feature winner, A-Train Awesome Alex in the full from Saxonburg. He was first, Matt was second last Friday night after a spirited battle between them. They'll start sidles. Here come your Friedman Fresh Market Super Late Models, UMP styles, the green drops. It's Free on the outside with the lead. Lux second, Geisler third down the back chute. Alan Dellinger nipping at the heels of Chuck Sarver for fourth. Lux to the inside of Fareed. They bounce off that cushion Alex did in turn 4. Greg Satterley moving by Chuck Sarver, who got high in 1 and 2. It is Dellinger fourth. Now Geisler over the cushion in 3 and 4. Dellinger will move to third into Mike Lowe's 5. Meantime, Matt Lux putting the pressure on Alex Fareed. They head down the back straightaway. Awful force, Free by car length. Halfway, 4 to go. Dave Hess Jr. now. Scott Lynn Geisler in the race for fourth. Keep your eyes on that battle for fourth. The final field draw spot. Geisler trying to hold off Hess. Still a long way to go. Dellinger slides in. Oh, and he clips Matt Lux. Some contact off at turn 4. Lux is able to correct it and hold on to third. Dellinger now sets his sights on race leader Alex Fareed. 2 to go. 2 laps to go. Fareed's lead has shrunk a bit as Dellinger making some progress as they battle into 3. Geisler, meantime, continues to shadow Matt Lux for third. One more time around Lernerville Speedway. Out of Saxonburg, the A-Train, Awesome Alex, the American Diecast, Butler Pre-owned Franklin Racing Supply number 4 will pick up the win. Dellinger second, Matt Lux third, Lynn Geisler fourth. Dave Hess Jr. fifth, Greg Satterley sixth. Matt Lux going to go up and say, Alan Dellinger, Alan, I really didn't appreciate the way you passed me over there in turn number 4, but that's racing, I guess, as they say. Narrow groove out there. We are, that was a 3-year winner. Dellinger also just go up to Mercer on the 26th and get them then as well. That's Memorial Day. Well, that's the Saturday before Memorial Day, actually. The 26th. No, it isn't. I'll get it right, Ed. It is Monday. It is Memorial Day. It is Monday. I'm thinking the 25th we're going to be here. It's the
Race 1 of 3 on Deal Toyota night here at the Lernerville Speedway. Problems right away for the 17R Riggle. He slows. It was always disastrous for him and Stuyvesant. Petrowski, your leader, down the back straight into 3 and 4. Eric Petrowski leads lap number 1. Egley second. Lipinski third. Kelly fourth. Young fifth. Kelly now putting the move on the inside of Lipinski down the back straight into 3 wide into 3 and 4. They just are not going to fit. Petrowski says that's fine with me. Let the guys race behind me. He leads lap number 2. There goes Egley to the outside of Petrowski. He's going to pull the train now down the back straight. Here comes Kelly to the inside. Young and Lipinski getting together. Young definitely lost that battle. That's going to bring out the caution. 2 laps down, 6 laps to go. And Petrowski's on the hammer. And the green flag's waving. We got 2 laps down. We got 6 laps to go. Lipinski split in the middle there. He's going to go on the high side of Petrowski. It's a drag race down the back straight into 3 and 4. Lipinski's going to urge ahead into 3 and 4. Kelly, Egley side by side. Bob Lipinski, the 55L, is your race leader. Kelly now up to second. Petrowski back to third. Egley back to fourth. Fifth is Gilliland. Sixth is Riggle. Here comes Terry Young racing back into seventh. This time around, we got 4 laps now. We got 4 laps to go for Bob Lipinski. Petrowski holding off the 30 of Egley and a 24 of Gilliland as he'll hold third spot coming off turn 4 at the stripe. Lipinski, Kelly, Petrowski, Egley, Gilliland, Riggle, and the 28 wide of Terry Young. Your leader's pulling away from the rest of the pack. This time around, the 2 flags will be waving, letting Lipinski know we got 6 down, we got 2 to go. Here's the battle for third as they come across the stripe. It's Petrowski, Gilliland, Egley, Young, and Riggle. Kelly taking a peek to the inside of Lipinski off turn number 4. Lipinski holds the door shut. Lipinski leads lap number 7. One more trip around the track. Kelly on the rear bumper of Lipinski. As Stuyvesant retires to the pits. Here comes Lipinski, needs to bring it through 3 and 4. Kelly's running second, he takes a peek to the inside. It's gonna be Lipinski. Lipinski with the win, Kelly second, Gilliland third, Egley fourth. Fifth is Petrowski, 6th, Young, 7th, Stan Riggle. Lipinski holding off Kelly at the very end there. 0.05 of 1 second. Your leader, Bob.
Unwired will be here, and before we get to next week, we got to get to Tuesday, and that'll be the World of Outlaw Sprint Car.
Right now, we have your Advanced Auto Parts UMP Street Stock Heat Race 2 of 3 on the pole. From Shakur, the 33X is Greg Big. Street Stock Heat Race 2 of 3. Beach with the advantage off the get-go down the front straight into turns number 1 and 2. Jake Ayers pulls up into second behind Beach. McDonald back to third. Here comes Carbo on the outside of McDonald. Coming off turn 4 at the stripe, it's Beach, Ayers, Carbo, Baker, Keith, McDonald, Fosnot, and the 78 of Watson. Beach putting a little real estate between he and the Jake Ayers car. As Ayers comes off 4 in second place. Carbo still third, Baker fourth. Then you have the Fosnot brothers filing in 5th and 6th. And Jim Fosnot off the racetrack. Jason Fosnot blowing all kinds of smoke. See if his car is going to last. It looks like it's coming out the exhaust. That does not look good for Jason Fosnot in the J19. This time around, we got 4 laps down. We got 4 to go. It's Beach, Ayers, Carbo, Baker, Fosnot, Keith, and McDonald. Yeah, that looks like it's coming halfway down the car. That's not off the tires. You can see that going through turns number 1 and 2. 5 laps down from Shakura. Greg Beach in his Scottish Race Engines is your leader. Jason Fosnot still being able to hang on. Jimmy Fosnot following behind in 5th. Watson off turn 3 to the pits. This time around, your race leader will be showing the cross flags. Greg Beach, he's got 6 in the books. He's got 2 to go. Ayers still hangs on to second. Carbo won't let him go at third. Baker, Fosnot still. Carbo trying to get a run off the bottom of turn number 2. The white flag's waving. He led from the wire. He's got one more trip around the track. Greg Beach off turn 2 down the back straight. Just needs to bring it through 3 and 4. Carbo one last try at Ayers through 3 and 4. The checkered flag's in the air. Here comes Beach off 4. Carbo to the inside. It's going to be Beach. Jake Ayers. Carbo is third. 4th is Brew Baker. 5th is Jason Fosnot. 6th, Jimmy Fosnot. Keith is 7th. McDonald is 8th. Wagner from New Wilmington. Last week's feature winner, Paul Schreckengoss from Creighton on the outside. Pat Hanley in a 380 and NC Street Stock Heat Race, 3 of 3, 8 laps, top 4 to the draw. Paul Schreckengoss trying to take a peek at the inside of Gebauer down the back straight. Gebauer's going to lead the field into 3 and 4. Here comes Schreckengoss on the inside, the 56 of Wagner. Is up to third, the 42 of Doug Johnson goes high and wide off turns 3 and 4, but he's back on the hammer. Schreckengoss again taking a peek to the inside of Gebauer. Through 3 and 4, they're door handle to door handle. At the stripe, it's Gebauer, Schreckengoss. Look at the battle for third. Hanley's going to come away with it at the stripe. Petrovich is 4th. 5th is the 56 of Wagner. Gebauer now high and wide off too. That's all Schreckengoss needed as he'll sneak by on the inside. At the stripe, it'll be Schreckengoss, Gebauer, Hanley, Petrovich, Thorne, and Wagner. This time around, your race leader will see the cross flags. We got 4 down. We got 4 to go for Creighton's Paul Schreckengoss in the 3S. Hanley working on Gebauer for second. Gebauer's going to hold it this time around as Hanley takes a peek to the inside off turn number 2. See if he can get the momentum. Gebauer on the top shelf. Hanley to the inside of Gebauer into 3 and 4. With 5 down and 3 to go. It's Schreckengoss, Gebauer, Hanley, Petrovich, Thorne, Wagner, and McClure. Your leader's going to get the 2 to go sign as he comes by the flag stand this time. Last week's feature winner, Schreckengoss is second. Hanley's going to have that number 2 spot this time around. As Gebauer falls back to third, Petrovich is 4th. Sean Thorne still running 5th. The white flag's out, the white flag's waving. Schreckengoss needs to bring it around one more time. Hanley still running a strong second, Gebauer's 3rd. Petrovich 4th. Sean Thorne 5th, and 6th is the 56 of Brian Wagner. Johnson off turn number 4, see if he can get back on the racetrack because the checkered flag is out and flying for the 3S of Paul Schreckengoss. Hanley is 2nd, Gebauer 3rd, 4th, Petrovich 5th, Thorne in 6th, the 56 of Brian Wagner out of New Wilmington. Hey, when you're hot, right? Schreck winning the feature last week and follows it up with...
We're from between 8, 10, 12 Toyota Tundras at a time in all different models. We'll actually have one coming up here. The last car we have in line here will be a Tundra, which is the one that was out front. I got coerced into bringing it out on the track by one of our normal everyday drivers, so he's reliving his childhood dream when he used to race on this track probably 20 years ago.
And who would that be?
Les Huff.
Les Huff. That's him in that red Tundra?
That's him in the red Tundra. Yep.
Tell us about some of the other cars you've got out there.
What we got out there right now, the lead car is a Toyota Camry, which is still #1 selling car in America the last 9 out of 10 years. Averaging about 27 miles to a gallon around town and slightly over 35 on the highway. So with gas prices at $3.60, if you like a little bit bigger sedan, I think that's a pretty good bet. The other one coming in line is the new Tacoma. The Tacoma is the #1 selling small pickup truck in the U.S. for quite some time now. That's a special makeup there, all blacked out. I mean, looks pretty sharp with the special off-road package. Third one in line there is FJ Cruiser for all you extreme off-road enthusiasts. There's nothing out there that will go off-road like that FJ. I mean, Jeep Rubicon, we sell them. They're great vehicles. Don't hold a candle to that FJ. Now last, the gold one there is a Scion XB, which is for all you cutting-edge people that want a little bit different look, that is a special color combo. There's only about 500 of those now that are made in the U.S., and we were fortunate enough to get one of those, so pretty sharp-looking vehicle.
It is a different color. That's not your everyday kind of color you would see on a vehicle.
And then that Tundra, I know Les, he said he wants to race that with the late models tonight. I don't know. It's got 381 horsepower, but I think the late models have a little over 700, don't they?
They'd be like double him.
Yeah, well, that's got traction control in it, so maybe he could hold the track better.
They probably have a little bit of that, too.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, but I just can't believe we're here for, it's already been a year now since we did this last year, and Lernerville's been great to us, and you know, we're going to be a long-term sponsor for a lot of years, and you know, you can count on seeing us once a year, every year.
Now, tell us a little bit about the dealership, where you're located, and hours of business, and how folks can get in touch with you and see your inventory without coming to the dealership, etc.
Well, you know, right now...
50-50 fireman's raffle, by the way. We do have a winner.
Congratulations. And that last race, we didn't have a caution, so we get a chance to talk about Carol Gamble's column in the Butler Eagle this week. A nice little bit on Brett McDonald, a young driver, the 25. Very ambitious young man. He not only races here, but he attends Slippery Rock University. He works as a cook at 2 different restaurants and is now picked up a 3rd job working for Ed Furry on his farm. So,
That's slacker.
yeah. Nice story by Carol.
3 jobs, going to school and racing on Friday. Wow.
Here come your Franny Motor Cars Dirt Car Modifieds, for they are a feature event. Crummert and Rouget off of 4. Green is out. The prime time limousine 20 of Dale Rouget takes the lead. Davey Murdoch motors to 2nd down the back straight. Bolin sliding into 3rd. Murdoch slides into the lead. Some aggressive entries into that 3rd turn. Murdoch up over the cushion in the 61, but he steers it down in the fast lane down the back stretch. He's your leader. Rouget 2nd, Bolin 3rd, Crummert 4th. Murdoch over the curb again. But it's still Davey in front of Rouget, Bolin, Crummert, and Flick. The top 5 have broke away from the field. Carl Murdoch 6th, Tom Winkle 7th, and Dean Pearson, Jim Weller, and Brian Schwartzlander. Lard back in the pack, who started back in row 6 after winning last Friday. Schwartzlander trying to pick up 2 spots that time through 3 and 4 in the 83. The Armstrong Zoom Cable Internet, Kelly Chevrolet 61 of Dave Murdoch singing along. Reverend Kevin Bolin out to the low side of Dale Rouget in the race for 2nd. Jeremy Paw pitting in car X. Bolin in the Northland Ford. Cintas 777 into 2nd. Flick will duck under Garrett Crummert and make the pass for 4th. And the Townsend Gas and Oil Tri-County Homes number 2. Traffic ahead. Murdoch gets around Eric Martin. Mike Turner heading to the pits to the infield in car 96 as the green stays out. 6 laps are down. Murdoch in front by nearly a straightaway. Over Bolin. Rouget 3rd, Flick 4th, Crummert 5th. Dean Pearson 6th. Schwartzlander now up to 7th. That's Carl Murdoch and Jim Weller Jr. Phil Evans and Tom Winkle. Traffic ahead for Davey Murdoch as he races into turn number 3. Car smoking. Dave Regis in a 27R. Not far in front of race leader Dave Murdoch. Boy, some real hard racing back in the middle of the pack here. Murdoch now has cleared Regis, who continues to smoke. 2-lap cars between the top 2 positions. Bolin still 2nd, Rouget 3rd, Flick 4th, Crummert 5th, Pearson 6th, Schwartzlander 7th, Carl Murdoch spins into 6th. Caution is out. Carl Murdoch. Always interesting on these double foul restarts, especially when there's lap cars in the mix. Green is out, and Rouget gets slowed down, and he'll lose a couple of spots anyway. We got one on its roof. 38, Phil Evans Jr. Phil Evans Jr. in car 38 upside down in turn number 1. While we have a chance, let's acknowledge some of the mumskins, some of the other drivers in the street stock division. We've got Jan. And don't forget, those of you taking photographs with your camera phones or regular cameras or whatever, the Amateur Photo of the Week contest. Email your pictures to lernervillepr@yahoo.com. Eric Westendorf, our public relations director, will select the winning photos in regards to picture quality, but also creativity and presentation. And then check lernerville.com to see who's the winner. And while you're there, you can still go there. I think the deadline, is Monday night at midnight for the first Commonwealth.
Damn. He's got the track record.
And I didn't pick the Steel City Outlaw. He's here tonight. Should have put him in the mix, too. He's due to have some good luck come his way. He was Timmy Schaefer, former track champion here tonight. The Steel City Outlaw, who runs with the World of Outlaws, ended up behind him now. Kevin Boland is second. Dale Rouget third. Mark Flick fourth. Green is back out. Oh, some rubbing of the wheels between Rouget and Flick. We got lap cars in the mix as they try to squeeze through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Murdoch gets a big advantage. Boland is second. Flick trying to get to third. They come off of 4. Rouget will be fourth. Pearson is fifth. Jim Weller now around Dean Pearson into the top 5 in car 31. Brian Swartzlander right behind Pearson in the race for 6. Flick gets high. He comes out off the cushion. And Tommy Winkle picks up a couple of spots coming. Oh, my, close racing there between Crumpert and Shingle-Decker. Boy, they were in all sorts of directions off of 4 down the front straightaway. They're all going straight right now, but man, some close calls as we close in on the halfway mark. And look out, Garrett Crumpert and Mike Miller come together off of 4. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh. Yeah, down there, dude.
Off of 4, the green is out. Murdoch off the outside, still your leader. Boland, though, right with him as they race into 3 and 4. Davey catches that cushion, having a hard time keeping the car turned, but he's on the gas. Rouget back around Flick for third. Flick fourth, and now Brian Swartzlander and Jim Weller put the heat on Mark Flick for the 4th spot. Boland to the inside of Murdoch. It's Davey in front of Kevin, past halfway. Swartzlander now, the McCutcheon Enterprises car to 4th, and Jim Weller Jr. moves to 5th in the Liberty Steel TFI Transportation 31. Weller's come from 10th. Swartzlander's come from 12th. Swartzlander's up to 3rd now. Trying to close in on the top 2. 9 laps to go. Kevin Boland continues to work the low side of Davey Murdoch. We got problems up here in 4. Everybody straightens him out just ahead of the race leaders. Jim Weller Jr. trying to move to 4th as Brian Swartzlander closes in on Kevin Boland and race leader Dave Murdoch. Swartzlander hops the cushion off at 2, though, and he'll lose all kind of ground. Boland to the inside of Murdoch off of 4. Murdoch with the momentum by 3 car lengths. Your leader, 7 laps to go. Weller 4th, Rouget 5th. Murdoch on the cushion, and now Boland with a run off the inside of turn 2. Lap traffic ahead as they head into 3. Boland takes the lead. Some decisions to be made. He has made the right ones thus far. Murdoch tries to do the same, and here comes Swartzlander. Swartzlander now around Murdoch. Here comes Miller. Murdoch has broke. Something breaks on the 61 car. He jumped that cushion. Apparently might have deflated a right rear tire. We're not sure. Boland in front now. Swartzlander 2nd. Weller 3rd. Rouget 4th. Flick is 5th. Pearson is 6th. Winkle 7th.
4 to go.
down the back straightaway, Rev and Kevin Bullen. The two guys who won this year, Bullen and Schwartzlander, battling it out here in the late stages. The lead stays about the same. Bullen looking for his 39th career modified win, which would tie him with Ed Lynch Sr. for 5th all-time. Brian Schwartzlander picked up his 55th last week. He has closed the gap. 1 lap to go. 3-car length advantage for Bullen. Schwartzlander gets a run off at 2, but it's still Bullen by a healthy 3-car lengths into 3 and 4. Schwartzlander tried to duck off the inside. Here they come down the front stretch. Bullen by a car length. Schwartzlander second. Jim Weller Jr. third. Dale Rouget Jr. fourth, and Mark Fliff fifth.
Pearson is 6th, Winkle 7th, 8th, J.R. McGinley. 9th, Jeremiah Shingledecker.
Here, third win on the circuit in 2008. Brian Schwartzlander making a valiant run at the end, gets second. Jim Weller Jr. third, Dale Rouget Jr. fourth, and Mark Flick fifth. Tough break for Davey Murdoch, who led most of the way. How about a nice hand, folks, for Kevin Bullen, your winner. He makes the drive to Sheets Victory Lane here on Deal Auto Night in the Ferrari Motor Cars Dirt Car Modifieds. Kevin, that was you're patiently pressuring Davey. Sometimes they say it's better to be second than first when you get into traffic, and it worked for you tonight.
Well, you know, the track had a lot of bite tonight, and, you know, the car was working good, high or low. It was a little bit assy coming off the corners, but, you know, I just kept working it, and I figured if I just stay with him and show him my nose, get a little pressure on him, and hopefully he'll flunk.
You got to the front, and then the lap traffic appeared, and you made one great move coming off of 4 where you split him down the front stretch.
Well, you know, I knew I had to get into that top groove because he was running pretty good there. I didn't know if I had enough to catch him if we got in free sailing, but I knew once we got into traffic, he was moving in it pretty good. So I just took my car and Cranberry Coin car. I got a new sponsor here, Cranberry Coin and Currency up in Cranberry, PA. So I don't have a decal on the car, but hopefully next year or next week we'll have it there.
Let me ask you this. Were you aware that Brian was closing at the end?
No, I don't have, if I did, I wouldn't tell you anyhow.
Tonight, I think this is your 39th career win here, which ties you now with Ed Lynch Sr. for 5th all-time.
Well, that's, you know, those are some good names there, and Ed's, you know, been around and for a long time. I remember racing them guys when I got started racing, and, you know, nice tribute to have a tie with those guys. Hopefully we can put it out there and set some feature wins on them.
People you want to thank?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, these races here are a lot tougher to get these days than they were back then because there's a lot of good pieces, a lot of good cars, a lot of good drivers. So, you know, it's tough now.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I just want to thank Bull Machine, Cranberry Coin, and Currency out of Cranberry Township, PA. All my team members, the Budasak boys, Cintas. You know, I've got, you know, my guys, I couldn't even do it without these guys because they really hustled down there. As you see in the heat race, we weren't doing too good, and we took it back to pits and put a whole new program under it, and so it paid off.
Well, you got the right one under it at the end. Congratulations. Kevin Bullen, folks, your winner on Deal Auto Night in the Ferrari Motor Cars Dirt Car Modifieds.
Need some cheers going on there, huh?
What's that?
You need some glasses. Is that right?
The next event on your racetrack is going to be your commercial truck and trailer sprint car 25-lap feature event, commercial truck and trailer. Located at 313 State Street in Girard, Ohio. Business started over 60 years ago by Orrin Zook Sr. They have a complete service shop for Class 6. Outside, Scott. From Evans City and his Hampton Technical Associates, Bashius Brothers Auto Body, the 56 of Ralph Spidhaler.
Tuesday nights, the best of the best. The Advanced Auto Parts World of Outlaws make their first appearance this year. This is the 30th year for the Advanced Auto Parts World of Outlaws, and they've been here
for your commercial truck and trailer sprint car 25 lap feature event. And it's Priester with the advantage. We got problems in the front row here. We're going to bring out the caution, a complete restart. Car 25 lap feature event. Spidhaler, high and wide, trying to get around Priester's not going to work. He'll fall in line behind Priester as they head into 3 and 4. Holtgraver to the inside. He's going to have the number 2 spot. We got problems? No. Almost big problems with Ron George up on turn number 3 and 4. Ron able to hang on. Holtgraver running second. Spidhaler down at third. The Apollo Rocket. Ed Lynch Jr. is fourth. Fifth is Brent Mattis. And sixth is the 20 of Greg Wilson. Wilson now past Mattis. Wilson is flying as he gets past Mattis at the start-finish line. But Priester already started to deal with lap traffic through turns number 3 and 4 as he gets on the rear bumper of Lindsey Esco. Holtgraver second, Spidhaler third, fourth is Lynch, Wilson fifth, and the 7M of Mark Smith is sixth. Smith now to the inside of Wilson as they head through 3 and 4. Holtgraver battling for the lead. He's going to have the lead down front straight into 1 and 2. Priester shoots back on the outside, and Holtgraver gets locked up in some drive traffic. Holtgraver, Priester side by side into 3 and 4. Spidhaler third, fourth is the Apollo Rocket Ed Lynch Jr. Spidhaler hops a cushion. As Smith now is flying, he's on the rear bumper of the Apollo Rocket Ed Lynch Jr. off turn 2. Your leader now coming off turn 4 is Scott Priester. Second is Holtgraver. Third is Lynch. Fourth is Spidhaler. Fifth is Smith. Sixth is Wilson. Scott Priester putting a little bit of real estate between he and the 4 of Danny Holtgraver as they deal with lap traffic with 7 laps in the books. Priester leading the field down the back straight into 3 and 4 now. Slower traffic told to get to the left, to the inside. At the stripe is Priester, Holtgraver, Lynch, Smith, Spidhaler, Wilson, Felmley. Ed Lynch Jr. now pulling up behind Danny Holtgraver. We have 9 laps down. We've got 16 laps to go. Scott Priester off turn 2. He's in the middle of all kind of lap traffic. He slows down. There goes Holtgraver, and there goes the Apollo Rocket, Ed Lynch Jr. We got problems inside turn number 2, according to the inside of the racetrack. He's in the pits. That's going to keep the green flag waving. Holtgraver, your race leader, down the back straight. First, second, and third coming across the stripe. It's Holtgraver, Lynch, Smith, Priester, Spidhaler, and Wilson. Smith just got around Lynch. He's got his sights set on the youngster, Danny Holtgraver. Smith to the inside of Holtgraver. He's going to have the lead off turn 4. It's Smith, Holtgraver, Lynch, Priester, Spidhaler, Wilson. Smith is just cutting through the traffic like a hot knife through butter. That's where the experience is shown. Trouble down the back straightaway for the youngster Danny Holtgraver. Ed Lynch went flying also. Not sure who Holtgraver got tangled up with.
There's another car with beef.
Trying to figure out who went over with Danny also. Danny went for a wild ride. He caught up with another car.
3J.
The 3J Bud Watt. Bud Watt out of Wildwood, PA, right over by North Park.
Whew. I'm not sure how many times Danny Holtgraver flipped in the air, but it was a whole bunch. Charlie Holman's got damage on the left.
minute left in the third period. The game's almost over. The Penguins 4, Philadelphia 2. There goes Danny Holgraver's brand new Maxim with a big motor. There's a lot behind turn 3 right now.
Would normally pay to ride that driver.
4, we have 12 laps down. We've got 13 laps to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your commercial truck and trailer sprint car 25 lap feature event. Spithaler to the outside of Priester. He's going to back off as Priester comes up the racetrack, hanging on to the number 2 spot. We are halfway through. It's Smith, Spithaler, Wilson, Priester, then Felmley. Priester losing 2 spots on that last lap. Has lap traffic again. Wilson getting past Spithaler. At the stripe, it's Smith, Wilson, Spithaler, Priester, Felmley, George. And Shetler. Mark Smith out of Tower City, your leader. As he is dealing with lap traffic again. He's got almost a full straightaway lead on the 20 of Greg Wilson. As Smith takes the high side around the racetrack. It's contact, it looked like maybe between Smith and Bowser through turns 3 and 4. Smith is just on the high side again. Must have been contact with Bowser's front wing on his car. Looks like it's just flipped back. It broke off the front. So your leader is Smith. It's Wilson. It's Spithaler. Felmley, George. Felmley got past Spithaler the last lap around, so move Felmley up one more. Spithaler back around Felmley now as they come off turn number 2. There's your leader down the back straight into 3 and 4. He'll have 4 to go this time around. With 4 to go, it's Smith at the stripe. Here's your second place car. It's Wilson. Felmley now up to 3rd as he got past Spithaler. It's Felmley, Spithaler, Rod George, Danny Shetler. Your leader down the back straight into 3 and 4 as he's dealing with lap traffic. This time around, he'll have the 2 flags. We got 23 down, 2 to go for Mark Smith out of Tower City, Pennsylvania. Smith down the back straight with 1 to go. It's Smith, Wilson, Priester, Felmley, Spithaler. Here's your leader, the checkered flag is Smith. Wilson looks like he's going to be second. Felmley, they were side by side. There's Spithaler and Rod George. We'll see who came across second. Felmley was second. Then that would make Wilson 3rd. Then Ralphie Spithaler and Rod George. 1/10 of 1 second, Bob Felmley over Greg Wilson. We're going to go down to Sheets of Victory Lane. Mark Smith out of Tower City and Dow Carnahan.
Sheets Victory Lane, Deal Auto Night here at Lernerville Speedway, and one of the front runners down in central Pennsylvania, Mark Smith, venturing out here tonight to do battle in the commercial truck and trailer sprint cars, and he ends up here in the winner's circle. Here he comes, folks. I want a nice Lernerville congratulatory handshake for your winner, Mark Smith. Mark, congratulations. Welcome to Sheets Victory Lane at Lernerville Speedway.
Hey, thanks. I always run good here. Never seem to have any good luck, but looks like tonight luck was on our side.
Not as wide a racetrack as normal. Traffic as thick as could be. Some of the moves you made were unbelievable.
Well, sometimes on racetracks like this, you got to make your own line and not follow guys, because that's where you get in trouble, and just go where nobody else is.
Well, you were flying up through there. Any concerns late in the race? Heck of a wreck behind you after you got the lead. Did you know about that?
No, I didn't. I figured there's, just by the looks of that lap cars there that I come up on, there was a pretty big group, and I wasn't too sure about it myself, and I figured I'd better get out of there quick. So, and I guess Ed got caught up in that.
Ed and Danny Holkraber, who was running second there, the D4, who you just hit past for the lead. So you made your move for the lead at the right time.
Yeah, I guess so. Usually it doesn't happen that way for me, but we'll take it.
Is this your first win this year?
Yeah, it is. We've been running, as much as we can, but with this weather the way it's been pretty tough to, get any races in and get consistent. So that's why we rolled out here tonight, because Williams Grove canceled, and they canceled early. So I said, hey, let's go to Lernerville, because I like racing out here, and it's a fun place to race, and it's great. And I just want to thank all the fans that come out tonight. I know this weather ain't the greatest, and fuel prices ain't the greatest, but as long as everybody's having fun, that's all that matters.
Will we see you here Tuesday for the Outlaw Show?
I think so. I think that's one of the reasons why we come out here. I guess if tomorrow night goes good for us, we'll probably be here more than likely.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank Brian Scandal, Energy Controls, Entertainment Tents, Joe's Auto Parts, Hoosiers Tires, Penske Shocks, just everybody involved, my crew. Got a kind of a skeleton crew tonight because we did this at the last minute, and Yamaha, B&B, Yamaha, Mannheim, and just want to thank everybody.
Good job.
Thank you.
Mark Smith, ladies and gentlemen, his first win here at the Lernerville Speedway in the commercial truck and trailer sprint cars.
Hey guys, hey, slide over.
Next event on the racetrack is going to be your Freedman's Fresh Markets UMP Super Late Models. Freedman's Fresh Markets, located in Greater Butler Mart, Route 8, south of Butler. Brady Street at Washington Street in downtown Butlers. They have a Freedman's Fresh Market in Shakora in the Hummingbird Plaza. Freedman's Fresh Market located in Saxonburg on the corner of State and Water Street. That's the new store. Freedman's Fresh Market Point Plaza, located in the Point Plaza Shopping Center just west of Butler and Newcastle Road. And the East Brady Fresh Market, located on 68 at the river right there in East Brady. Freedman's and East Brady Fresh Markets, your homegrown grocer since 1900, your local choice for fresh super savings. If you're planning a party, call Freedman's Custom Catering Service, 724-283-7135. Freedman's and East Brady Fresh Markets, your local choice and for fresh food values.
So I can text Heather. No, just grab it all the end, the other end. See the little cup, sir? Thank you.
At Freedman's and East Brady Fresh Markets, they have the freshest meat cut daily by their full-service butchers. They can cut your order. Stop it at any location of Freedman's and East Brady's Fresh Markets.
Herman Bertolini. Danny Swartzlander had a solid run here last Friday night, trying to get the monkey off his back, and of course, John Flinner back in the saddle in 2008. Harkin UMP Super Late Models, ready to rock your world, and the green is out. Off of turn 2, it will be John Flinner grabbing the lead. Oh, look out, off the second turn. Faria's got problems. Alex Faria problems in the 4-car right off the bat. As he tries to limp to the pits. I don't think he's going to make it. Caution is out. Caution is out. And your points leader. Your points leader and winner last week. Something breaking on the left rear of that car. Alex Faria in the 4. Up in here tonight, Danny Swartzlander, John Flinner bring the field to life in turn 4. Looks good. The green is back out. Throttle on. Down they go. Flinner, Swartzlander, Dellinger to 3rd. Murdoch is 4th. Geisler moves into the 5th spot. Geisler to the inside of Murdoch in the battle for 4th. It is Swartzlander still 2nd. Dellinger applying the pressure there. Murdoch 4th, Geisler 5th. Drag race for 6th between Dutch Davies and Clay Copeman. Davies will make the pass for 6th. John Flinner, your leader. And John Sewing, River Salvage. Len Geisler now into 4th in the Concord Automotive. Groff Tractor and Equipment. Hot Seat Equipment, Below Oil 1C. David Houston's and son. Mike Johnson dropping out of the race into 2J. Johnson comes to a stop on the inside of the front straightaway. The caution is out.
Clear eye down the front chute.
2J, Mike Johnson comes to a stop on the front straightaway. Green is out. Still Flinner, Swartzlander, Dellinger, and Geisler. Dutch Davies trying to get around Davey Murdoch for 5th. Flinner up on the cushion. He continuously coming off. Davies makes the pass for 5th. Herman Bertolini, who is in the pits, looks like he's going back to the pits in a 7X. Dutch Davies to the outside of Lynn Geisler trying to carry the momentum, but he jumps the cushion and rips the right front fender off the 40. He's still in the gas, but he's got some damage. Flinner, your leader, but not by much over Danny Swartzlander and Alan Dellinger. Davies has got problems. Dutch Davies, we got a car spinning. It's the 1 of Dean Laraway. Dean Laraway in car 1 over on the inside of 1 and 2 brings out the caution. Dutch Davies, who was battling autographs at 5:45. In turn 4, the green is out. And Alan Dellinger's on the move on the low side into turn 1. Oh, we got a car up on the wall. John Garvin, he comes down and still going, but he's off the pace. Garvin in the J4, the Copperhead, went for a wild ride down the front straightaway, and the caution is back out. This is
19 to go.
Flinner into turn 4, hits the gas pedal again. The green is out. Oh, contact. 3 wide for a second into turn 1. Swartzlander and Geisler now rubbing wheels. Down the back straightaway, Dellinger trying to take the lead away from Flinner into 3 and 4. Flinner goes high over the cushion. Dellinger is your leader. So much bite in the racetrack, so much traction in these race cars, they're having a hard time getting them to turn. Dellinger in front of Flinner, Swartzlander 3rd. 4th is Murdoch, Lake Copeman running 5th. Gary Lau and Sammy Stow battle for 6th, and 7th. Geisler is 8th. Then it's Matt Lux and Jared Miley, or Miley and Lux. Contact between Geisler and Lyle. Flinner high in 1 and 2 again. Schwartzlander trying to work underneath him as Dellinger leads by half a straightaway. Jared Miley around Gary Lau, picking up another spot. 15 laps to go. The Pro Shot Directional Boring, Country Palace, Primitive Peddler, Gypsy Country Store, number 5 of Alan Dellinger, a.k.a. Jim Dandy Jr., going to be closing on the back of the field here shortly. For his second Lernerville win and his 5th feature win overall this season. He's won 4 features in 4 different divisions so far in 2008 here in the circuit. He's opened up to a straightaway over Flinner. Schwartzlander 3rd. Murdoch having a good run thus far in the 1J is 4th. Copeman is 5th. Stow is 6th. Geisler is 7th. Miley is 8th. Hess is 9th, and Gary Lau runs 10th. Lap traffic time for Alan Dellinger. We're past halfway. 11 laps to go. 11 to go. 3 wide down the back straight into 3. Matt Lux, Greg Satterley, and Keith Barbara. Back into the top 10. And John Flinner trying to close ground now as Dellinger has caught the back of the field. 10 laps to go. 10 to go. Dellinger tried to squeeze on the outside of Jim Detman, gets over the cushion. He has lost his momentum. Flinner has cut his lead about half in just a lap. Off of 4. Into 1, Dellinger trying to duck under Jim Detman this time in turn 2. Tried to squeeze through and does. Schwartzlander still 3rd, Murdoch 4th, Clay Copeman 5th. Flinner clears the 111. Into 1. Copeman 5th, Stow 6th, Geisler 7th, Miley 8th, Hess 9th, and Gary Lau 10th. Dellinger now off the low side of 2, lapping the 72 of Michael Norris. Flinner trying to do the same off of 4, will follow Norris down the front chute with 7 laps to go. Flinner goes to the outside of Norris into 1 and 2, gets by. Here he comes, trying to close it on the back straightaway. John Flinner has pulled right on the tail of Alan Dellinger off of turn 4. Dellinger sweeps to the outside of Chuck Sarver with 6 laps to go. Both cars in the same line off of turn 2. Flinner this time gets over the cushion and drops back a few car lengths. Smoke ahead of the race leader. Dellinger to the inside of Henry. A car slows in front of him. That's Kerpakis. He gets by them all. Kerpakis to the infield. And Dellinger's lead grows with 2-lap cars now between himself and John Flinner. Andy Schwartzlander 3rd. Davey Murdoch 4th, Clay Copeman still 5th, Sammy Stow and Lynn Geisler applying the pressure there. Dellinger now half a straightaway in front of John Flinner, who's got 2 cars ahead of him into 1. Flinner goes swinging by on the outside and passes both. More traffic ahead for Dellinger, and the laps are winding down here. Danny Schwartzlander continues to run 3rd, Davey Murdoch 4th. Lynn Geisler now will try the outside of Copeman. Can't make it work. Copeman still 5th. Stow 6th. Geisler 7th. And Hess, Miley, and Lau, your top 10. Schwartzlander's got some smoke coming off the back of his car. Clay Copeman, the 5th place car, spins. Geisler spins. And we've got a caution. We've got a caution. A caution on the speedway. Lynn Geisler ends up parked on the inside. The second place, Al is 6th, Hess 7th, Jared Miley 8th, Gary Lau 9th, Matt Lux 10th. 2 laps to go, and the green is out. Greg Satterley with a problem on the start in car 22 at the back of the field. No change up front. Schwartzlander still blowing smoke down the back chute. Here comes Stow to the outside. Schwartzlander into Murdoch, and Schwartzlander ends up turned around. And the caution is out. Caution is out.
What do you need?
5E.
5E. You'll get
8. The man on the outside would like to change that. John Flinner, so would everybody else. On the gas pedal, 2 laps to go. The green drops. Still Dellinger, Flinner on the outside, down the back chute. It's showtime, coming for the white flag. Flinner up high, Dellinger down low. Flinner will lead with 1 lap to go. He'll go to the low side into turn number 1. He'll slide up to the cushion in 2. Copeland is third now. Down the backstretch, the battle for 4th and 5th continues. Off of 4, back in the winner's circle, John Flinner. Dellinger second. Copeland third. Look like Murray and Hess, 4th and 5th. The John's Towing, River Salvage, Flinner Signs and Decals, All-American Framers, 48 of John Flinner, gets his first win of 2008 in the Friedman Fresh Market UMP Super Late Models here on Deal Automotive Night. He'll get the big trophy, he gets the big check. Lots of happy family members and crew members down here. Started up front, had the lead, lost the lead, and then was able to get it back with that last lap restart, 26 lap feature. Puts him into Sheets victory lane. How about a nice hand, folks? John Flinner, your winner in the Friedman Fresh Market Late Models. Congratulations. Get that hat cleaned off. It wasn't like you didn't have to work for that one.
Nah, I wasn't paying attention there, and I let Dandy rough me up, but I'm the only guy that does that kind of stuff here. And I didn't want to get out and look like an idiot jumping on my car, because I'll wait for the World Outlaw Show to do something like that. But I want to wish all them mothers happy Mother's Day, especially my moms, because I heard they miss my mother. So, but they're just going to forget that Flinner's back. I'm here, man. And I want to thank Walt Weimer for being the head of my fan club up there in that press box.
He's not here tonight either.
What this? Oh well, he'll get the news.
Talk about though he got into traffic. You're able to get up on him. Then the caution comes out. Inside, outside. He makes the decision. I guess you just have to go for it at that point.
That's all. I didn't. When I seen everything going one lap, but I guess we went 2. But then I figured,
2 laps, right.
I'm not one of them bottom feeders. I can't stand hanging around the bottom, and I knew Danny wasn't going to get off of it, and I just figured out he'd do the same thing. They're as good a driver as Jim is, or Alan, or whatever his name is. But I just figured I'd outsmart him and hope it stuck, because that cushion's really havoc tonight.
Oh, I got to feel good to get back in the winner's circle.
Yes, sir, it does. I miss doing this kind of stuff. This is fun. This is the best part of racing, because all the other stuff, it really sucks.
People you want to thank?
I want to thank Uncle John Johnson. He's really stepped up this year. He's the one that made me think about going racing again. He always quits, and he tells me that, you're quitting, I'm quitting. Then he calls, hey, I'm quitting, forget this racing. Then he calls a month later, you know what, we should start going racing again. You work too much, kid. So I owe a lot to him and my crew, my dad, and Mark Mazurek and Deuce from Southside Welding. I always forget his last name. He's a good friend of mine. But in Hoosier Tires, I've really had a good deal between American Racer and Hoosier. Uncle John made the decision with Hoosier, and I still think American Racers are just as good, but Hoosier's got us going pretty good. I had a little too hard of a tire on there, and what's her name, Deb from Hoosier, she's the one who made the decision on that tire selection, so I guess it was right at the end there.
Well, because you have a Hoosier on, you get a new right rear Hoosier from Hoosier Tire Mid-Atlantic.
Wow, don't tell John that, because I'll tell him I paid for it.
Congratulations, John.
Thank you very much. I want to thank all the fans, too.
John Flinner, folks, your winner in the Friedman Fresh Market Late Models on Deal Auto Night.
This has got to be one of the most...
And I guess just to be fair, over at PNC Park tonight, the Pittsburgh Pirates 3, Atlanta Braves 2. Don't all get too excited now. Next event on the racetrack will be your Advanced Auto Parts UMP Street Stocks. Advanced Auto Parts, the industry leader in parts availability, price, and customer service. Friendly, knowledgeable, and professional staff. They're there to help you get the products you need at just the right price. They'll also assist in obtaining appropriate accessories and diagnosing vehicle problems. Fast-free electrical testing, fast-free oil and battery recycling, fast-free battery installation, no hassle returns. Advanced Auto Parts, the best part is our people. And the lineup should look just like this on the pole. From Shakura and Astonished Racing Engines, Strain Tree Crane Service, Millich Concrete, the 33X, Greg Beach. Outside Greg from Pittsburgh and his executive broker and services, Hampton Concrete, the 55L, Bob Lipinski. Inside row number 2 from Monroeville and his 380 Auction Discount Warehouse, JMK Concrete, the 380 of Pat Hanley. Outside Pat from Gibsonia and his Sprang Drilling, Shields Paving, Circle R Safety, the 74 of Paul Petrovich. Inside row number 3 from Cheswick and his Moto Arts BTT Truck and Auto, the 17 of Chuck. Green Flag Racing. Your Advanced Auto Parts UMP Street Stock 15-lap feature event on Dio Toyota night. It's Lipinski with the advantage off turn 2. Beach battling back on the inside. Lipinski slides high. Here comes Haley. He's looking for the second spot as they head into 3 and 4. At the stripe, it's going to be Beach, Hanley, Lipinski, Riggle, Petrovich, Carbo, and the 30 of Egley. Lipinski now battling back on the outside, trying to get around Beach off 2. It's not going to happen as they head down the back into 3 and 4. Problems with Egley off turn number 3. Egley in the 15K of Keith. Egley with a flat left rear. I'm sure it's stalled out and he got it refired up the top of turn 3. It's up in 3 and 4. And Beach and Lipinski are door handle down the front straight into 1 and 2. Lipinski on the high side, Beach on the inside. They're going to drag race down the back straight into 3 and 4. Look at the battle for 3rd and 4th. It's Hanley and Gebauer side by side through 3 and 4. At the stripe, Beach with a half a fender over Lipinski. He'll lead lap 3. Lipinski now with the momentum off turn 2. He's going to take the advantage and the momentum down the back straight. Beach battling back on the inside. Hanley, Gebauer still door handle to door handle as they head into 3 and 4. At the stripe, Lipinski will lead lap 4. Beach is second. We got a car crossed up in turn 2. I'm not sure if the flagman sees it yet. The caution is out for the J20 of Jim Fosnot. Lipinski into 3 and 4. Again, it's a drag race down the front straight into 1 and 2. Beach this time with the outside momentum. He's going to carry that momentum off 2, and he'll lead Lipinski down the back straight into 3 and 4. Caution down in turn number 2. That's a 3S, Paul Schreckengoss, last week's feature winner. Getting it crossed up down in turn 2. Turn 2 giving a couple of guys some problems down there. Lipinski leading the field into 3 and 4, and he's on a little bit early. Donnie Gallagher not liking what he saw. Will reline these guys and do it again. They'll put the caution out as they head down the back straight. Gallagher liking that start a little bit better. Again, Lipinski, though, not wasting any time getting down into the starter box. Coming off turn number 4. At the stripe, it's going to be Lipinski, Beach, Hanley, Gebauer, Carbo, and the 66 of Joe Kelly. Kelly trying to work his way through some traffic here. At the stripe again, Lipinski's going to lead. Hanley closing a gap ever so slightly as they come across the start-finish line just a little bit behind the 33 of Beach. Beach now still trying to climb the racetrack to get around the outside of Lipinski. Lipinski will duck inside. Beach will stay in the top shelf. Lipinski slides up in front of Beach and holds him at bay. Schreckenglass in the 3S heads off turn 3 to the pits. Last week's feature winner to the pits. Here comes Beach again, challenging on the outside of Lipinski. Beach is up on the cushion. We'll see if he's got the momentum. No, Hanley this time. Just about side by side with Beach at the start-finish line. Problems up in turn 4. Is he going to stay off the wall? Yes. Whoa. Beach now going to take a peek to the inside on Lipinski. Lipinski comes down on Beach. He shuts the door. This time around, your leader's going to have 10 in the books. We'll have 5 to go if they make it through 3 and 4. With 5 to go, it's Lipinski, Beach, Hanley, Gebauer, Fosnot, Kelly, Carbo, Jake Ayers, Brew Baker, and the 28Y of Terry Young. Your leader's going to deal with some lap traffic. That's the 10 of Jake Huppenthal. Jake Huppenthal getting crossed up right in front of your leader. That's going to bring out the caution. The caution is going to be on the 55L and the 10. And it looks like the 19 is in the wall, too. Carbo and Ayers into 3 and 4, 11 down, 4 to go. Your Advanced Auto Parts UMP Street Stocks. Beach with the advantage on the restart. Off turn number 2, Hanley second, Kelly up to third. 3 wide down the back straight. You got Riggle, Baker, and Fosnot as they mix things up into 3 and 4. Kelly and Hanley side by side. Kelly now to the inside. He's got 3 laps to see if he can work on the 33X of Greg Beach. And his Scottish racing engine, Steel City Choppers, Millich Concrete. Beach up over the cushion. It's going to slow him down a little bit. We got big problems up in turn 3. Bob Lipinski refusing to be part of that caution. He's still going even though he's backwards. He said, hey, look, Donnie, I didn't stop. Is that Paul Petrovich over the hill with all his parts up on the racetrack? Lipinski, he's heading off turn 3. He's going to check for tire damage.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Hanley, Gebauer, Carbo and Ayers, your top 3 into 3 with 2 to go. It's a drag race down the front straight into 1 and 2. Kelly on the inside, Beach on the high side. Beach has the momentum. He's going to lead the field down the back straight. Here comes Kelly battling back. Gebauer third, Hanley fourth, Ayers fifth. The white flag is waving for your leader, Greg Beach, out of Shakora. Beach needs to get around the track one more time. Can he hold Kelly off? Beach with the momentum and the speed off turn number 2. He's going to lead the field down the back straight. Petrowski getting crossed up in turn number 2. Here comes the checkered flag. It's Beach, Kelly, Gebauer, Hanley, Ayers, Riggle, Fosnot, then Carbo.
It's been a long time coming for Greg Beach as he'll be making it.
Coming home 5th, and I believe it was Carbo off the top of my head. There's Greg at the tag of the field. He's very polite, I guess. Either he may be having some car trouble trying to get that thing running because he's sitting again. There he comes. Here he comes. From Shakura and Astonished Racing Engines. Sharp Image Photography, Christie Trucking. Classic Signs, Steel City Choppers, Steiger Crane Service, Millich Concrete, Lindora Auto Sales, Balls Beer Distributors. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greg Beach from Shakura. Come on up here, Greg. We've been waiting for you. Realize you haven't been to Victory Lane since 2006. You finally got a huge monkey off your back. What'd you forget your way up here? What's going on, Greg?
I think it was more like a gorilla, maybe.
Gorilla? Nice run. I'll tell you what, you had all the guys right behind you, right on your tail. A little bad luck for Bob Lipinski helped you out. But I'll tell you what, you ran a fine race, and you look good out there. It's nice to see you back up here.
Oh, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. I want to make sure that while I'm here, I get all my sponsors, Steitner Crane Service, Millich Concrete, Delich Excavating, Intense Fabrication, Steel City Choppers, Gonzalez Stone Masonry, A1 Repair, Adam Hughes Heating and Air Conditioning, Christie Trucking, Classic Signs and Graphics, Balls Beer Distributor, Lindora Auto Sales, and I think that's about it.
We'll just bring a big sheet of paper next time.
I'll tell you what, I got to thank Tom Stoddish. He helps me a lot on the motors and everything, and got to thank my crew, everybody here tonight for helping me out. And my son here, last week, he pulled a 7-pill, which is probably like the best pill I've had in like 2 years. And then this week he pulled a 5, so he's good luck too.
All right, new job for the young man right here. Greg, congratulations. Get your picture taken. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greg Beach on Shakura.
All right, folks. We thank you for coming out. Congratulations to all the winners and all the drivers here tonight. Put on another great show. We're sure glad you could be part of it. Please take your time exiting the Speedway and on your way home, and enjoy the rest of your Mother's Day weekend. Hope to see you back here Tuesday night for the World of Outlaw, Advanced Auto Parts World of Outlaw Sprint Cars and UMP Pro Late Models. And, of course, we've got Fab4 racing again next Friday.
Catch all the Lernerville action live and on demand at dirt.tv. Stay up to date with all Lernerville Speedway news at lernerville.com.